Welcome to Tallinn. I will speak about the principles and things we are doing in the city property department. And we'll give some nice examples and videos so you can see the real life, not only text. First of all, of course, about our targets. So Tallinn is also going to climate neutrality on 50, and we have some milestones on 2035. So 40% by the reduction of CO2 is the next quite close target already, 2035 year. What I'm speaking is reduction from buildings and reduction of emissions in energy sector. I will skip transport. It would take all my presentation time, and also our mayor already told about that mainly. What it means, climate neutrality? It means we need a lot of zero emission district heating. And as Robert told, they will go the same direction, so we will rely on that we will have possibility to consume non-polluted district heating. It means the network should expand in Tallinn, and heavily. Very hard challenge is the housing. As Jarek told, there is 14,000 houses waiting for deep renovation. In Tallinn, about 5,000 houses are waiting the same. And because most of them are privately owned, and only possibility to give the chance to do it, to support this process, and flat owners associations can decide do they get the grants or not. But as a city of Tallinn, we will give very good examples that they should understand that there is no risk to renovate the houses. And one speed way to renovate is the prefabrication of the insulation panels. And I will go deep on the explanation what it means, prefabrication. So this is our city, and the challenge is 25% of this city should be renovated. This housing should be renovated on 2030. Very high target. About prefabrication of this insulation block, which is one, very serious possibility to get to this target. The process of designing this, I will show in the video now. First of all, we will laser scanning this building, making in the paper like in pieces, making very nice drawings, sinking it very deeply in the engineering bureaus, making all the pieces ready in the drawings, and then after we will finalize this process, the drawings will be sent to the factory. This is old-fashioned that we will do something in the building 6 months. The building is covered with plastic, and then people are doing something there in the new ways that all the designed elements of prefabricated insulation blocks will be produced in the factory. The condition of the materials is high quality. There is no rain in some weeks, no temperature changes in the working field. The panels will be high quality and high quality insulated, and the panels which will go out from their factory, they are ready to install in the building. And also the insulation is good, tight, and ventilation system is already in the panels, so you don't need to start piping in the house. Windows are well done, tightly installed, and Now we see that there is a house waiting for the panels. Now the panels are coming and they will be installed during, I think, 2 weeks until 1 month. And the house is looking after that like a new one. Also with solar power plant in the roof, giving the electricity needed for the newly installed ventilation system. And it gives the possibility to go down with the power consumption. The principles of the different kind of typical block houses are the same. We have pilot cases already, many, and at least 2 of them, those have been studied and studied with Tallinn Technical University scientists, so the solution is ready and working well. But principle is there that should before renovation, after renovation, if there is a typical house, then the solution is also typical. Now about Tallinn and Tallinn-owned buildings. The reduction of emissions in buildings means that compared with 2022, where the cake like so that there is a huge part of district heating, which you will see that there is not so green as we would like. It still consists some gas, as Robert told. Then we have about 18 gigawatt hours gas still using, and this blue part is electricity. What we should do means that we should go smaller cake. The cake means that the specific consumption of energy should go smaller. And as you see, the district heating should be very green, means zero emission district heating. We will replace as much as possible the gas. Where the district heating is available, then we will go to the gas. But sometimes I'm thinking maybe the gas should go to the green. Then the pipes still are available and we'll change the natural gas to the biogas, but it takes time. And a lot of sources we need. I know the Tallinn buses still don't have enough green gas. And if you put it in the pipes and burn it in the houses, then it's not so efficiently used, but it can be replacement of natural gas. So specific energy use per heated square meter should go down. And it means renovation. And also green and clean energy. Now about emissions in the energy sector. Tallinn started, as our mayor also told, project with solar power plants. We will install them. In the middle of next year, there will be 30 solar power plants already installed in the roofs. And we'll connect gas-heated buildings to the district heating network. Now about examples. I was explaining you the designing process of prefabricated panels. We are doing already now it's the designing process of one real building. What Tallinn is, this is social house, and it will look after 1 year. It will look like as in the picture that the panels are used and the house is like a innovative way renovated. The aim of the energy class is B. By the legislation, it can be C, but we take one step more, and it would be designed as a B energy performance class. Now about solar plants. Our principle is that we know exactly, this is the red part of the graph, that how much our building use electricity every hour in the year. And we can predict quite exactly also what is the production of, what the building consumes in the time where the sun is shining. This is a yellow part of this graph. And against that, we are designing the solar power plant, which means the green part of this graph. We don't have sun in January and December because the graph is like this. In June, July, we have maximum production of sun. And so this is Tallinn principles, and we don't have aim to sell the electricity to the network, but our aim is to cover all the consumption in the building in the same time when the sun is shining. And the photos shows that there is some cooling equipment, ventilation equipment, which are using the energy produced from the sun. So the balance is zero. All the sun-produced electricity will be used in the building. Now we are going to the district heating. I will give examples because we have already done very good cooperation with utilities. We have designed already the new pipes, and it's just examples. There will be 3 social houses connected to the district heating network already this year. Houses look like that. There will be no gas boilers after that. Then our city residents, Poska, in Kadrioru Stadium, quite big consumer, will go to the district heating network. Sometimes the first step from the city side will give possibility to develop all the whole area, like in Kadrioru. There is only gas now, but we are putting the first pipe there. Our new building, Orangerie, will use the district heating. But during the same process, we will also go with pipe to the Lotte Kindergarten and Miamilla Kinder Museum. Then next step will be Mikkeli and Kadrioru museums. And because there is a President's Palace close by, the president also will get the district heating against Russian gas. And that's what I'm proudly, that the government also and our president will get heated with district heating. So the main problem is the gas is everywhere already, and then to get rid of these pipes, that's a problem. And also, Johannes, next slide is explaining how we are reaching the Kalamaja. Ristikuvu school already is in the pipeline. Kalamaja school, Salme cultural house, they all will be next year's connected to the district heating. And because the pipe is going to Kalamaja, then there will be possibility to connect to the same district heating pipes and get rid of gas. But it seems very easy that the pipe is coming. But in reality, you see, there is a lot of already existing technical piping cables in the ground, and the district heating pipe should go through of this, and it costs a lot. So investment costs are really high in the first beginning. About 1 meter, about 1,000 euro it's investment. But after that, it stays there forever and give opportunity to go green. And my conclusions are that we are developing district heating to use the green energy. And doing the first steps, they are expensive, but we are doing it. And after that, the private and citizen can go to the same way. We are installing solar power plants on the roofs of existing buildings, and also new buildings anyway already will be, but the existing kindergarten schools, social houses will get the solar power plants. We are doing this deep renovation with prefabricated panels. We think that this is innovation, and it gives the speed to the renovation. As we heard, we need to speed up 3 times, 5 times, but without doing nothing, it will not happen. And Tallinn also have specific supporting programs for private flat owners associations to renovate the houses, to put solar power plants, to connect to the district heating. So that was my part. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And of course, I'm super glad that Tallinn is planning district heating developments, taking into account the position of the moderator. Where does the moderator live? There the pipe goes. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to lunch, do you have any questions to our last presenter that you may or may not have already posted on Slido? Now is the opportunity to ask it here. If you prefer to continue the conversation over lunch, time is actually there where we are having lunch next in our program. I see a hand over here. Go ahead, sir. No lunch yet.
Okay. Actually, I would like to ask Professor Gurnitsky. So especially, it's linked to the others as well, but especially on your role, how you showed up, how you make this energy transformation with the public sector, especially housing in Tallinn, you others as well, but you had there a lot of the data that can be kind of benchmarked or even bench learned with the other EU member states. And now one of the new instruments for the European Union which is just at the moment open, is the call for regional innovation ecosystems, where energy linked to digitalization and energy linked to circular economy are in the very key role. Do you plan or have you been thinking about the good Tallinn and Estonia be part of that? Because all of those who make the proposal need to be including at least five different regions, or in smaller case it can be the whole member states, who then form this ecosystem, so being from different parts of Europe, and have a joint plan of action and to help the whole Europe to build more of this innovation ecosystem. But it's really focused on concrete solutions where research and development means a lot. And in your case, with your university and research background, it could be very instrumental. So it's not only the city or the region, but it's really city or the region driven, but with the stakeholders, industry, all the actors, how we can accelerate this transformation process.
Your reactions, gentlemen, to that?
Yeah, I have this headset, yes. Yeah, this is indeed, mostly we have these horizon projects which are active in the renovation. And yes, this has been quite an active track. And also these pilot projects showed by Aare. So this is something new. I don't know this instrument, but I would be very happy to attend, and I think it's a really good opportunity for Tallinn to plan something like that, because when we need to accelerate these deep renovation volumes, then there is also many things regarding to building permits and all this bureaucracy and how to make it more smooth and how to be capable to handle all these applications and so on. So digitalization and these tools and also the trimming the legislation so that there is not too heavy processes. This is very, very important. So it's not only the technical side, but these processes are highly important, and indeed funding is very, very important. But if we could make such a cluster where industry is involved, then cities like Tallinn and indeed universities, this is something what is perhaps needed today. So I fully agree, this is very, very good initiative to go on.
Thank you very much. You want to have a little reply? Yeah.
Also told that we are already involved in this project, living quarterly innovatively renovation. But our asset department, strategic department, is looking on the European project. So I guess there will be immediate connections.
Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, an applause to the great speakers. I believe they have fully deserved it.